One of our bigger ones. Because this isn't all we're doing here. We can't sit here and just keep scooping this out for the rest of our lives. Right now, over that way, I'm lucky to have Jerry because he lives in this Lagunde village across the street over here. So this is right across from him. So being able to hire him is a godsend. He can keep an eye on it, service them when they need be. I plan on making a trip to Bohol, visit my stepdaughter I haven't seen for a year and a half. And he can watch over the nest here. But anyway, we are doing the education thing. I've been researching this for half a year or more. And the problem they have here is the reason this is in the canal, they got one option. Well, actually two. They can bag it up, set it out, and hope that LGU picks it up before the dogs spread it all over the place, which they do. It doesn't take long. Or they can just dump it in the canal or alongside the river, alongside the canal or the road. First cleanup here was September 17th, right over there where you see it all clear now. We had, what, 2 or 3 meters of trash there, Jerry? It was horrendous. It wasn't a one-day event. It took, I'd say, close to 5 days alone just to clean that area there. We had 60 to 70 sacks just from here and across the street. And then we added in our Echo Warrior cleanup. By the time we were done with the 2-pad cleanup, I bought over 110 sacks, large sacks, and they were all full. And we cleaned up this town cleaner than it's ever been with the help of Dole Pineapple Company. They were nice enough to give me some manpower. That's how I found Jerry. And we went around in my little Nissan Sentra truck, pretty much trashed it, shredded a tire, got a few dents and bruises. But they send the 2-pad workers out here. They're sponsored by Dole. They get $365 a day, which is pretty good pay, better than normal government. Elsie down at Tucson landfill gets $250 a day, only 5 days a week. She's whining about that. See if we can help her a little, but I can't change that. It's fixed. So they get a 10-day stint at $365 a day, just because they're kind of put out with the lockdowns. A lot lost their jobs. So this is just to help them out. Am I still recording? I think so. It's flashing the light anyway. So I was blessed to have them for 12 days. But man, I worked my butt off. I had to teach a lot of them. Jerry was about the only one. I could turn my back on. He's off somewhere digging in. I didn't have to teach him anything. He knew how to work. I still remember Anmar. He's a funny one. I said, well, what are you doing? You're just standing there. He says, bend over and pick up some trash. He says, I don't want to touch the trash. I just want to sweep leaves. I remember that. Everybody's laughing. A lot of these guys are whiners, but at the end, you know what? I think they were proud of what they were doing. They started taking pictures of what they did, put a little pride in them that they're cleaning up the town. It was a good time. And they got $365 a day, and I averaged about 1,000 pesos plus a day, just buying sacks, drinks and snacks. Had to buy an extra tool. I lost 2 of my machetes somewhere. I don't think they stole them. They just get lost in the brush when you set them down. Broke the handle on my hoe. Not to mention the wear and tear on my car and a couple thousand pesos of gas. But it got the job done. One day I hope to buy a Nissan Atlas truck. That's my dream truck. I'm a Nissan fan. And then I don't have to beg, borrow, and steal somebody's truck to help take these sections down to install them. And it's 4-wheel drive, so I can load up the kaboom sections and drive it right down into the riverbed on some of these. I won't even have to carry them down. I can set the truck up right where it's going to be installed. That's just a dream. My big dream is what I love to do best, my bike tours. I've been here since 2006, biked almost every Visaya island. It's a wonderful way to see the Philippines. I would love to combine that with spreading my kaboom technology all around the Philippines and single stream recycling. See if we can get this Philippines off the map as the biggest polluter, or one of the biggest polluters. And I already see in Manila I don't know if they've been watching me. They're back to using a commercial river boom in one of the rivers. Not set up correctly. They got it in a U shape, and they're having collection problems. But one of the more expensive ones. Just for reference, I emailed a company that makes commercial booms, 10-meter section, $10,000 to replace what we got right here, Jerry. 500,000 pesos, but that's delivered, not installed. And it wouldn't be able to handle the steep sides like this one does. My dream here initially was to install a 2-inch galvanized pipe parallel to the wall with a slip collar, and the boom would go up and down. I still might one day if I ever get the money, but for right now, cheap is the way we go. What do I got here? A new surprise. Well, I see some submarine trash down there, Jerry. It's starting to come up. Oh, what's that? Oh, I thought it was a diaper or something. It looks like a dog or a cat or something. It doesn't smell too good either. I don't know if we should throw it back in or bury it. I don't think LGU wants to take that down to Anito and have the workers sift through it. I think we'll maybe take it down to the beach, dig a pit for it. I don't know. We'll have a burial today. We lost another resident of Mambahao, Jerry. He died in the canal. Some of these canals are dangerous. You notice there's no steps. If a child was to fall in one of these, it'd be bad news, especially if it was over their head.